retirement accounts. So some of the big changes that came out with this, trying to give access to people to some of their money, is they have penalty-free withdrawals up to $100,000. Meaning, normally before age 59 and a half, there's a 10% penalty if you take money out of your IRA, 401k, 403b. However, that penalty has been waived. That does not mean that the income tax is waived. All right, so you'll still pay income tax in that, but the 10% early withdrawal penalty has been waived for 2020 up till December 31st of 2020. So if you're looking for cash, that may be an option. Give us a call, right? This should be a last resort opportunity. We really don't want to be messing with retirement account funds while the market's down, right? We should be adding, buying while the market's low rather than taking out while the market's low. But no, if you're looking for cash and there's an opportunity potentially to get access to those accounts without paying the 10% penalty. 2020 RMD requirements have been waived. So if you're over the age of 70 and a half and you were thinking I was going to have to take my RMD, that has been waived. Also for those people that were kind of got into the benefit of, hey, I was 70 and a half, now got pushed to 72 last year, or I should say in 2020 here, you also obviously have that requirement waived. So for people that are over the age of 70, 70 and a half, that were thinking they had to take their RMD, you do not have to take it in 2020. That will be waived. Essentially, the way that will work is they will still subtract a number from how they calculate that. So they take your balance divided by a certain life expectancy. Your life expectancy will just kind of move down another year for next year. If you already took your 2020 RMD, you're one of those people that likes to get it out right away, you have an opportunity to potentially get it back into the account. Realize that if taxes were withheld, you're going to have to make up that difference. So if you took out $20,000, withheld $5,000 for taxes, and you want to put $20,000 back in, you'll have to come up with the extra $5,000. The money that's already been paid to taxes has been paid. There's no way to get that back. So prior to this bill, people that were in retirement accounts had the ability to take out a loan against their 401k for up to $50,000 or 50% of the balance, whichever was lower. That has been changed. So now what they're doing is they're allowing you to take up to $100,000 out of your retirement account. So you no longer are kind of limited to the 50% and $50,000 balance. It's now 100%, $100,000. So if you're looking to get access to money, you don't want to take out a high interest loan or anything like that, you can take out a loan from your own 401k and pay it back. Again, before we start messing with retirement accounts, let's have a conversation, make sure that that is the best thing for you. Because like I said, the market's down. We want to be buying while it's low, not selling while it's low. Control that behavior as best as possible. But those are some of the big changes that have happened to retirement accounts due to the CARES Act here. Know that inherited 401ks or inherited IRAs, you can also suspend your distributions. So if you have an account that's been passed down to you due to death, you still have required minimum distributions in 2020. However, those have been suspended for 2020 as well. Required distributions don't apply to people with Roth IRAs. So realize that the RMDs are only for accounts that are traditional 401ks, traditional IRAs. If you have a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k, you do not have the required minimum distribution. No change there. Just want to kind of point that out. But if you have an inherited Roth IRA, so someone passed away, they gave you a Roth IRA, you do have required minimum distributions following 1 year after the date of death. So if that applies to you, that could be waived as well. Again, if you have questions about that, it's always a challenging thing to kind of divvy out and make sure you got straight. But give us a call. We'll be happy to help.